The FDA user fee program was established to provide predictable and accountable regulatory framework that supports expedited FDA review and approval of safe and effective treatments for patients. The user fee process has given lip service to the patient's voice in the conversation. PDUFA commitment letter includes a number of provisions to address unmet medical needs and advance rare disease endpoint development. The purpose of today's hearing is to discuss advancing medical product regulation and innovation for the benefit of the patient. There should be a witness here, I think, that would be from the patient's perspective. There is not. There should also be a representative from the rare disease community, which I've wrestled with since I've been here, on for families that have issues where the diagnosis is bleak and time is the most important thing. They're not represented either. In fact, there's not one hearing scheduled for this that brings in that patient voice. I'd like to submit to the record a letter I sent to the HELP Committee yesterday requesting a patient-focused user fee hearing.
Without objection.
In general, the members of this committee are given 5 minutes to talk about whatever they want to. Today, I had planned to show a video. There's really nothing in the rules that says I can't do that. We use video aids often here, but it hasn't been done before. A lot of things I've tried to do in a little over 3 years I've been here is to fix the things that haven't been done before to give the patient, to give the constituent a better outcome. In this case, it's Ayla, a happy-go-lucky girl who dreams of one day of becoming a scientist. Without the necessary FDA reforms, timely access to promising therapies, that's not going to happen. Won't be able to achieve that goal. Her parents share a similar grief, knowing that they won't see their daughter graduate from college or walk down the aisle. The average survival time for this particular ailment is only a year. Imagine from the patient, the family. Are they interested in the cumbersome process that we always want to keep as that gold standard, but that doesn't necessarily mean you don't change it to adapt keeping those standards in place to the particularities of this and many other ailments. The video highlighted the patient perspective and the need for the FDA to reform its process there. As a U.S. Senator, I've been proud since I've been here to represent Main Street, to represent the voice that is not heard, to represent the patient and the family that wonders why. No rules to prevent it, yet we couldn't show it today. I think it's kind of sad when you got a hearing and you know that all kinds of different ways to make your point are generally available, and here, maybe because of the poignancy and the fact that it's coming from the patient who drives this process, maybe that's too much for us to bear when we keep giving it lip service and do nothing about it. I've had the Promising Pathways Act out there, sponsored by many on this committee, and it's just saying one thing: give some hope to these families that there's more than just what we've been doing for decades, which is a process we call the gold standard, but yet it lets so many individuals feel that they're not having their voice heard. I think as elected officials, we got to always point out something that we'd rather see change in the process. That's what I'm doing here today. I think the committee should have allowed it, but when that doesn't happen, you go to Plan B. You can find that video on my Senate account, my Twitter profile at Senator Braun, and you'll find that video is worth 1,000 words, if not more, of what we'll hear today, because it speaks to the frustration that people across the country feel when it comes to this particular issue. Thank you for listening.